Today we play Best of One.
The only one in Best of One.
What? Genius taxes!
Ta-da!
Eurian. This is Standard. What's up, Mesa Falcons? Welcome to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. We are playing Bat Midrange today. This is an almost mono black control deck, splashing white for Zoraline, Cosmos Caller, and Virtue of Loyalty, because these are two insane mid-range value plays. So we can play almost mono black and get some help getting even more value instead of playing suboptimal 3-drops or cards like Virtue that get to take over the long game and are cheaper to cast than Virtue of Persistence. Is that better than mono black? I think that Zoraline adds a different dimension to the deck. For example, Soul Guide Lantern is good against graveyard decks, and you get 2 of them if you draw it with a Zoraline. Bringing back a Liliana or a Preacher of the Schism keeps pressure on the opponent throughout the game, and bringing back Caustic Bronco and Deep Cavern Bat do much of the same, disrupting their hand and drawing you more and more cards. So I'm curious to see how this does in Best of One. It seems like it might be the Esper mid-range of Best of 3, because this black-white value deck with Zoraline is kind of taking over the mid-range hole left by Rafine and company at rotation. So we have to see if it also transfers to Best of One. Best of Ones in the past have been capable of being mid-range formats. Mono red usually messes that up, but it still happens. Like, it's been known to happen, and I would love for that to happen again. So that's what we're digging into today. Can we turn Best of One into a mid-range fest? By the way, if you are interested in some sweet mid-range cards along with several other types of cards, make sure you come to the Drip stream. The link will be below in the comments and description. I'll be giving away 24 collector booster packs of Bloomburrow. There's no purchase needed to get these, and we're shipping them all over the world. So if you would like to win a Bloomburrow pack, sign up for an account on Drip. You'll also get a $10 or more bonus off a future purchase if you choose to make one, but make sure that you get your account made in advance, and make sure you use the link in my description or in the comments to get that. And on that note, we're also going to throw in a big bonus, a Mystery Booster 2 pack that I earned with sweat, blood, and tears at Gen Con. We're going to be giving that away at the end of the stream. That is on the 17th. That is probably the day this comes out. I should double check my calendar. I'm pretty sure the day this comes out. So check and see if I am live, and make your way to dripshoplive.com. See you there. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Bring on the opposition. Here will battle the bats. Top 200 opponent. Let's get to work. Go first. Ah, curses. Keep. Tokens. What do they play on turn 2? I can't think of anything scary. Could also be Boros Convoke, but Boros Convoke seems to be taking a break for tokens. Here comes the cake. All right, how do we beat this? We're definitely not a deck full of ways to remove the Forge. So we have to disrupt. Here comes the bat. And look at all the ways, but they don't have, you know what they don't have. You see what they don't have. They don't have the land. They do have the Virtue. This is more my build because of the Abrades. Gotcha. Let's take the Abrade, force them to use the Get Lost if they want it back. Also, do they draw the land? They do not. I blame bad deck building. The bat. All right. If we play the Liliana, they might use Get Lost on it, and Zoraline might get it back. The other thing we could do is just play the Zoraline, which they might use the removal on. No, then they hit the bat, then they get the Abrade, then they Abrade the Zoraline. All right, we want them to Get Lost this. We definitely don't want this cut down. You know what? We also don't want this Go for the Throat. Honestly, the red-white tokens deck makes a ton of its impact on the metagame by making Go for the Throat a bad card. That's what it has going really well for it. Yeah, the opponent's going to prioritize hitting their land. Did they do it? They're going to slam Forge right away. They're going to attack Liliana for 3. So we didn't draw out the Get Lost, and we do need to.
Not touch me again.
Ew. That's not good. All right, Liliana's going to die. Virtue can pick off a token. Or we could play Zoraline, which might get Got Lost. I think we double spell here. Maybe the opponent gets greedy, right? We hold a cut down, and if they only send the Forge token after Liliana, we might get them. Because we can use all this at instant speed. And it looks like we're both stuck on land. Everything goes at Liliana. We can save her, potentially. She's a bad girl, but I can save her. Just feels like they also have a lightning helix. Oh, if they're going to sack this to draw, then we can definitely save her. But at that point, do we want to? I mean, she's just going to die the following turn, and we end up discarding another card, which is probably the cut down. But we have to cast the cut down to save her, so we don't have the cut down to discard. Yeah, let her die. Sorry, girl. Love you, bye. They hit the land, which is huge for them. Backup Zoraline is nice. They're going to have to remove this somehow. And gains us more life to keep the pressure on. But we're falling behind in lands. We're falling behind in production. And we have to keep up with a Forge, so the life gain has to keep happening. Not to mention Sunfall will be on the menu soon. They discarded one, but that might be because they drew another. They have Helix. Jeez. They're saving the Get Lost, and they're doing a good job of doing it. And they don't draw. That's interesting. Maybe they have decided they're going after the bat now. Let's see what they do here. I would also, if I were them, I would withhold the map tokens, but why aren't they blocking with the rabbit? It's kind of weird. Second bat. Does it resolve? It does. Do we take the Elspeth? We have flying. We can attack the Elspeth. Let's take the Get Lost. Hopefully they play Elspeth and minus Elspeth. That's the dream. We respond with a cut down. Yeah, they could have blocked with this and then drawn, but they chose to hold up the Get Lost only to let it go to a bat, which is really weird. Yeah, they are forging away. That card is a ticker. 17. But when you're playing a lot of life gain, you can kind of endure.
This fight ends now.
Yeah.
Ready, arms.
Second cut down. Well, can't quite kill this. We're also playing right into a Sunfall if we play Zoraline. They're gonna block. If we knock her down to 1, it takes the -2 off the table, but that's not that important. But we have to hope it's not a Sunfall, right? Not to mention we're already like so cold to a lockdown. We've got to hope we get one turn with Zoraline. It'll be brutal if we don't, but we've got to go for it. Yeah, the game rides on a Sunfall now. Even a lockdown is really bad, but definitely game over if it's Sunfall. It looks like they might have another removal spell here off the top. Whoa. They keep the soldier. They make weird choices. I'm confused. I'm trying to figure it out. There's usually a reason. I don't see the reason. Yep. Are they planning a double block on the knight? Maybe. All right, yep, draw your card. They've got a low and expensive, but similar value engine with the fountain port going and the forge. And we're trying to dodge Caretaker's talent and Sunfall as long as we can. There's the Citadel. There's the pass. Do we get to combat? Do we get to combat? Please. Make sure Elspeth goes. You know what? They don't have the removal for this. If they did, they would use it. There's no way they'd let me have this. Come on back, Liliana. Maybe they're just like, it doesn't matter because of the forge, but
Suspicious is going on.
I think it matters.
For once, it's not my fault.
Forge not attacking my face is a big deal. I go for the dubs. You go for the cut. What do they have? What do they have? It might just be land. I guess I need to hold go for the throat now because of how large the forge is. And they were holding land. Oh my goodness. 6-1 coming in. If it goes at Liliana, that's fine. She did work. We can't cast a lot of these spells anyway. We're still doing all this on 3 lands. 3 versus 7. 8 if you count the discarded one. All right, nothing in the graveyard to get back right now for Zoraline. Except another Zoraline, but we do get to damage our opponent. At some point, though, these deep cavern bats will go away. Flankies? Wish I still had the cut down. What's the target? Exile my graveyard? There's nothing in it. I guess there's another Zoraline, but that ain't the scary thing. Do we want to let this block? I think we do. Do we let this block our night token? You know, they are scrambling for a sweeper. This damage is meaningful. Let's do it. Wouldn't do that if I hadn't drawn this tapped land. But we gotta get them low. The clock is ticking. The clock is certainly ticking. It's a good game. I'll take a standard like this. Weird mid-range decks with value engines battling. This is a good game. Seven points. Ouch. Big -7 there. What's going on? If it's tank Sunfall, I might explode. We were having a good game. And then, I don't know, opponent's brain is breaking right before our very eyes. Season. So I get to draw some cards. They get back a Get Lost. What are they going to do with that? Nothing yet. They have been totally fine with this bat being on the field. Let's see if they remove it now. We could also power up and go for the drain. If we play a Shieldred, they Get Lost it for sure. They're at 10. Maybe they're thinking about the Virtue. What do we want to get lost? We could just power up Fortress, go Fortress. They'll probably get lost something if we do that, right? And then we get to save everything else. Feels weird, but we know their last card. We've got to play against it. Like, if they want to hit this land, that is totally fine. Okay, we're in combat, right? So this doesn't matter, just in case I'm wrong. I am not wrong. They save the rabbit token. They go to 7. Yeah, the race is so real right now. Down to 10. That little bit of life gain sure adds up. There's no reason we should be able to beat the Fountain Port Forge combo. They should eventually draw what they need. But should isn't how it always works. Making fish? Going to 6. Interesting. Finally. Killing the knight. Drop him to 5. We can get the board clear. Let's go for this map token, see if they do anything. Okay, land drop is nice. Here's Shieldred. Take him to 3. If the board is clear, it's an attack from Restless Fortress for lethal. No witnesses? What the heck? Okay, but a braid doesn't kill the fortress. We go to 2. Do they have the helix? They draw. Feels desperate. Land. Feels desperate. We got this. We got this. We got this. We don't lose these. We don't lose these. No! So close. That was a battle. I'll get you next time. I need vengeance. I need vengeance now. So, we're playing a black-white deck. We have no ways to deal with that forge. Is that a mistake? Or are we supposed to just, like, be able to endure it and beat it with our life gain and our superior board position? Because I don't know, man. That deck is so good. Bat. Let's get down the bat. Two strikes, and I'm out. I'll take the Bane Splitter. I'll make them remove the bat with the Lightning Strike, and then have no mana left to use the card that they would exile. And they top a show off. That's nice. Well, actually it is, right? It gives us a little time. That's a huge draw. Don't let them get value. Hold this and wait for them to think they're pumping their show off. We'll have a foundry problem, but preachers can solve foundry problems. You know what? Nah, you don't get value. This is a weird play, considering that the bat just gains the life back. Why are they trying to hold these lightning strikes? Because I'll tell you what, I'll take them. That's just a really silly play. And you would think somebody who mono-redded for the last several years and got all the way to Mythic with it would know better. This should be a very, very easy decision. Can't stop, won't stop. What they gonna do? Mono red brain be breaking right now. Found the line. Attack
You're
Liliana.
gonna need a good undertaker.
So they're holding a land, but so am I.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Or not. What are they doing? I'm so confused. Here's a preacher. What is happening? They drew the third lightning strike? Dude, I don't know, man. Now they lightning strike Liliana after they've thrown 2 lightning strikes away? I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's like I'm preaching to the choir. Hello? Are we done Magic the Gathering, or are we doing more Magic the Gathering? Anyway, here's my cards. Can you beat them? You know what I want? I want a YouTube video that's like mono red players through the ranks. Let's compare a mythic mono red player and their gameplay to a gold mono red player. To a bronze mono red player. You know what I mean? Let's find those little nooks and crannies where they get all their big brain advantage that they love to post about in my comment section. Percentage gamer. We must win. You cannot lose to percentage gamer. We will also immediately become percentage gamer. Oh god, it's a hopeless nightmare. Discard strategies facing discard strategies. Disgusting. Where's my Bronco when you need it? Hold the go for the throat as long as we can, because Shieldred is a magic card. Here's a bat. Guys. Okay, well, this dies to go for the throat, so we'll just take the blade. That would make us sack the bat and try to get ahead of that nonsense. Actually, it's you, right? Yeah. And then we get you back with the Zoraline. We feed our graveyard. Opponent, what are you doing here? Where's the Viper? They have no removals. Or at least they had none, so now we'll get to watch them draw what they need. Come on, don't let me have this. This card will destroy you. Viper Gaming coming through. Hold on a minute while I scry with my mono black deck. The color pie means nothing. I'll lose 4. I think I'll get it back somehow. Hello. Hello indeed. I'm sure you run this card. You know it and love it, right?
Enough with the mysteries.
A snake.
Sacrifices must be made.
One card in hand, huh? No! We need that. Okay, fine. Well, Liliana's not plussing then, because it's a discard deck, so we need to keep our hand large so that Bandit's talent doesn't draw them back into this game. Yep, well played. Now we just need our Preacher or something like it. Another bat? Another bat. Let's hold it. Uh-huh. Fortress. We play Fortress. And we hope. We got to be able to cast spells we top deck. So we do have to play the lands. And if they're tapped land, we definitely can't hold it. You. Okay. Well. Get the blade back. If they hold it, we'll make them discard it. They held it.
You won't be
All right, let's read. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card for each opponent who has one or fewer cards in hand. If we play this Shieldred, then we will take some damage next upkeep, but as long as they don't draw a discard spell, we will be able to keep them from drawing more cards. Also, it would have to be a 1-mana discard spell for them to level these, because all of these are at level 2. Let's go for it. This can close the game absurdly quickly, because that's what Shelly does. And it makes them draw the perfect answer. Can you do it? When I play discard decks, I don't draw the perfect answer. Yep, there's level 3. Here's a whole bunch of damage. But we hold the next card. Or we can attack here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That puts them so close to dead. And then, is it draw an additional card? It's draw an additional card. Oh, I love this. Let's go. Draw an additional card is bad for you. I'll even make sure it happens. I got you. Your virtue in the
We
bin.
all have things we'd rather forget.
Take 2. It has to be go for the throat. It's not. They lose. Too much value for discard to defeat. Yeah, we finally have a Bronco. Let's see what happens. It is on the draw. On the draw can be bad. These are all 2-mana cards. I don't know what they're going to play on 2, but it might be a bat. Let's be mana efficient and have our cut down ready. You ready for a ditch? Hey! Wow, they gifted. They actually gifted there. Okay. To take a bat when I have 2 cut downs? I just don't want any bad things happening to them. Come on, let me Bronco. Let's ride. 1 Bronco trigger. In best of 1, that's like asking for the world. For some reason, card is such a problem in best of 3. In best of 1, we're like, dude, why would you ever let a 2-mana creature live? Wait for it. No way. Impossible. Life is beautiful. Does the opponent think they're going to kill me this way? Maybe that's why it's still alive. Why wouldn't you take this with the heist? Are you crazy? These discard players are crazy. They don't understand Magic fundamentals. Yeah, you got me. You got me, but I'm drawing 2 cards a turn. I don't care. I don't care. They're like, you took 4. I don't care. In fact, let's put it out. Bring it. Dude, they're letting the Bronco live. They had go for the throat. They played talent instead. They are letting the Bronco live. They are letting me draw extra cards. And they are playing a discard deck. This is insane. This is insane, and I'm so happy. I'm giddy like a child. Let's go. Yeah, your turn to take 1. You know what this is? Discard fodder. That's what it is. Yeah. I mean, I know they're mana screwed. Maybe that threw off their plan. Maybe their plan was Liliana, make me sacrifice the Bronco. I just like talking trash. It's fun. Our opponent sits at the edge of the top 1,000. Let me give you a little shove. We're on the play. This is like the hand that you build the deck for, right? In best of 1, I'd take a cut down, but other than that, we're there. We're doing the thing. Hello. Nobody likes you. I'm gonna play a snake. And you're probably going to ignore it because you probably like that I played it. But let's see. It does make playing a challenger worse. You gonna do anything about it? The show off? Ooh, just slam the show off, huh? This is unfortunate. Why didn't you plot? Debat. We take those. So now we have 2-drop into 2-drop, 2-drop. Yep. It's go for the throat into Virtue Bat. And Virtue Bat is helpful as well because we can saddle the Bronco if we want to. Look at all the creatures. Our opponent's a machine. No show-offs, please. I don't like them. The bat. No response. Whoa! What's going on here? Okay. Is the show-off the biggest problem, or is it the pump spell? I think I'm just going to take the spell. I can make them use the sellsword on the bat. Let's take the spell. I mean, the bat's going to die anyway, right? I can block here, kill this. Can I attack with this Bronco? If they block and kill it and then kill the bat to get the thing back, how happy / mad are we? They get the thing back, they cast it, they get... This attacks for 4, 5, 6. This is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have to make them kill this bat, which means we're not blocking. Well, I guess we have to block the scamp because then they kill the bat, they get it past post-combat. Okay. Yeah, we'll hold the virtue. And we'll chill and make them play around, go for the throat. And they're just going right to combat without... I guess they've thought about this very carefully. I don't know. There is stick. They drew a spell even though they didn't pause to think about it. God, that's frustrating. God, I hate that. That makes me very unhappy. Well, the good news is our opponent is a terrible human. They will live a life of severe sadness. I hate it. Because who else good games and plays that way? Only scum. Our opponent goes first. Man, that's sad. It's just so sad. Thundering Falls? What the hell are they doing? What's this? Terror of the... What the hell am I playing against? I need more info. Okay. Push pull. Push pull. All right. Give me that ill-timed. Push pull. If you bring out 2 of these, it's 5, 5, and then attack 5, 5. It's 20. So we need to have a life total higher than 20. Is what you're telling me. I think. So they've got these open. Do we want to play around it? I actually don't want them to draw cards. And we have a few preachers. Let's throw preachers at them. They'll probably counter them. They're afraid of the preachers. They're not afraid of the preachers. It's actually pretty smart here to draw instead and try to fix their hand. Obviously, it's a synergy deck, and they have to get to 6 mana for the push-pull. What we want to do is try to time up... Okay, they drew another one? We want to try to time a Bat and a Liliana to make them discard the push-pull right before they'd actually get to play it. But they just got back an ill-timed explosion, so I guess we're going to drop a Liliana and plus it until they are miserable.
Nobody knows.
By the way, Virtue of Loyalty... Maybe we haven't played against enough control decks, I don't know. But Virtue of Loyalty has been a bit of a joke in this meta. You can't block anything that the red deck is throwing at you because they have so many pump spells that they're saving until after blockers anyway. Yep, they're going to draw all these cards. They're going to plus. Going to discard this.
Don't overthink things.
We're going to bat them. Take their push-pull. They don't have 2 of them, so that's nice. And we're going to play this Bronco. They also don't have their 6th land. Must be nice. Must be really nice. Oh my lord. We still didn't play a land. And Liliana is on ultimate, but we're about to die.
Drop it.
That's some of the luckiest magic I've ever seen. They not once but twice ripped ill-timed explosion straight off the top. I hope they didn't miss lethal here. They get another terror, so I don't think they did. Yeah. They get another 2 terrors, that's right. I know how Calamity works. I'm sure they feel like a god. Trust me, you're never gonna have a game like that again. You don't always draw the sweeper when you need one, let me promise you. Alright, enough with the bad luck. Can we go first? Can we shove our opponent into a closet? Oh my gosh, 2 caves against mono red? This is gonna go bad. What if you took damage every time? Ah! You are a liar. You are misleading. Alright, Bronco. Maybe I do cool Bronco things? Yes. Yes, we do. Oh my god, Bronco on the play against a deck that isn't mono red. Oh, the world is healing. Maybe we'll now see why Virtue is in the deck. By the way, Shuffler's fine. Give it back. Go ahead, play something else. I'm not giving them hits. Those drains add up. Life gain. Oh, this shouldn't be too bad. We can probably outvalue life gain. Especially if they're afraid to cast their creatures. Oh, the Soul Guide Lantern. If we had drawn that last game, I was going to be so happy. How about a land? Thank you. Next time I'll remember to request it untapped. Here is my lantern. No more bat. And it does kind of counter a case activation. And maybe a little Zoraline action if they're playing it. The duo. Yeah. Let the triggers begin. Amalia? Yeah, that's gotta go. I will pay 3. Rawr, snake. Whoa! I take 5. But I do play Aclazotz. I absolutely do. Here comes a bat god. Uh-oh. Let's see how far their Amalia goes. Virtue. Man, even in this mid-range fight, there's no room for Virtue of Loyalty yet. Maybe next turn, we'll see. They're considering whether or not they want this. They do not. Sure. They take Go for the Throat because they want to save their Amalia, which basically forces me into a line I would have liked anyway, which is cut down, Go for the Throat, Virtue. Triggers. It discarded Break the Spell. This must be their reaction to temporary lockdown. Hit. Caca. And let's bring out the Virtue. They've got 2 cards. I'm sure something's going to interact with Aclazotz here, right? Or they just concede. Combat? Nope. Nothing interacting with Aclazotz. What do you have? A land. I will bat. I have made bat. I'm proud of me. Down to 6. Bring out Virtue of Loyalty. Oh, goodness. They broke the spell. Curse you. Virtue of Loyalty. Have you no use in this world? Chandler, sure. And scoop them up. Yeah, life gain. We're definitely equipped for the life gain matchup. Hey! Everything happens for a reason, kids. Nice. More bat things. Awesome. Let's do it. Vantage. Inspector. Convoke. Haven't seen Convoke in a long time. But, you know, when you do, they have this hand, don't they? Every time. Market Gnome, yeah. You gotta have your Gleeful Demolition hand. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm glad I played Magic just now. I'm really happy about this. Our opponent clearly understands what's fun about the game. Give me that. You gotta top the land for the perfect curve out. That's how we know that you're a real gamer. Dude, the Market Gnome. What the hell? They kept on top? How much you want to bet it's a recruiter? It has to be, right? Well, at least we drew the Soul Guide Lantern in this matchup where it really, really mattered. Case. Case. So what do I have? I have one Gix's command that I've never drawn before. Alrighty. This is fine. Hey, that's not a recruiter. Close game. I'm so glad we played this. I feel great. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 16 damage the next turn because I didn't have a sweeper on my turn 4. Yeah, okay. I leave on a high note. Maybe less of Boros Convoke. Maybe that deck can fall off a cliff and die, please. Sure, this looks fun. Flap, flap, flap. Forest? Probably frogs? What the hell? Mythic frogs? No, mythic rabbits? Huh? Huh? They do have 2 of these, which is kind of scary. So we take this, right? What is this? It must be rabbits. Yeah, it's rabbits, but with Might Caller. Yeah. Royal treatment is surprising. So they can do the royal treatment. That would kill the bat. I think we're better off just using the Liliana. The reason you consider letting the bat die there is they might not be able to answer Zoraline. But instead, we drop our Planeswalker. Who is getting a good sacrifice here before the opponent makes token creatures. And if they find a way to kill it, Zoraline brings it back. They're a battlefield-based deck, so they probably don't have a way to just reach out and destroy this here. And you want to make their night as awkward as possible. That's pretty good. That's 2 creatures in 1. And they get stronger. But we can kill them both, and maybe that's just what we do.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Or we say forget go for the throat and let them have a wide board. Is that stupid? It's more interesting. I'm not gonna lie. It's more interesting to me. Forget go for the throat. Let them hang on to their royal treatment cards. Let them convoke. We're going to give them the bats. The bats are going to take over. If they kill Liliana, we bring Liliana back. We don't care. And if we top an untapped land, they get Akhlazotst. And then what are they gonna do? What are some rabbits gonna do about that? They're gonna do nothing. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna hop right out of this game onto the next one, hoping for an easy victim. They'll find none here. Okay. See? Don't target nothing. Whatever you do, don't target anything. Oh my god. Get that?
I have bigger demons. That's my Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Bring her back. Welcome back.
When I win, you're telling me what you know about the Raven Man.
Give me one of those. Dang it. Okay. Okay. Let's make it awkward. You can't attack Liliana if they're busy convoking. And they get 1 hit, and we take it away. I love this game. It's a good game, I'm telling you. I'm not targeting anything with those recruits out there. No way. Bring this out. Give me finesse. See, they're clinging to this, and we're just like, nah, we don't need that. We don't need that. It's 28-9. You got to get about your business. You got to hop to it. Yeah, so they're relying on me not blocking here because of royal treatment. The interesting thing is we can block both. Like, actually, we can block because if Zoraline is alive, they have to use the royal treatment. And if they use the royal, they get back this. Never mind. Then we don't get anything. Just take it. It's fine. There are no problems here. Just let the bats do their thing in the air. If they can't block, like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna do nothing. That's what. Now what's tilting is I still don't have the land for the Saklazats. My evil plan to Zots them into oblivion is falling apart. Still, they're not gonna race these bats. Not like that. It's 29-3. Somebody beat you. Ah! Rightful space in the universe reclaimed. Come with us and explore an enchanted world full of menacing beasts and stout-hearted heroes, where unity makes even the small mighty. Welcome to Bloomburrow, where Magic the Gathering and Ultimate Guard start their shared journey. Check out breathtaking deck boxes, such as our Only Hive featuring the art of Maha Its Feathers Knight. Check out the intricate detail on this beautiful sustainable earth boulder, and much more that lies hidden within these forests. Gorgeous Zipfolio binders will protect and preserve all of your priceless singles. Sidewinder deck boxes dedicated to the ferocious calamity beasts of Bloomburrow will dazzle and delight while protecting your cards. Join us on this magical adventure where we bring the fantastical world of Bloomburrow to life with products featuring the art from the latest Magic the Gathering set, now officially licensed from Ultimate Guard. The Mesa Falcon of the day is the Stoic. Thank you very much, the Stoic. You're cool. And the comment of the day comes from Kin Shinobi on the Not Again Reanimator combo video, and it says, does CGB stream anywhere? I know he has a Twitch channel, but it hasn't been used since June. I only stream on special occasions. I might fire Twitch up again, but I'm only doing it for various sponsored activities right now. I have one coming up for Wizards of the Coast, which is going to be very exciting, and I have one coming up for Drip Shop Live, but I'm not doing streams just to do streams. It's really a bad use of time compared to making videos. It's been that way for a long time, but I really enjoyed a part of streaming, and now the habit is broken, and I'm like streaming, like getting a stream going again feels much closer to work than just making a video and posting it. So at this point, I'm streaming for special occasions, and take the opportunities when you get them. If you miss the streams, come to the Drip live streams, come to the sponsored streams, and there's usually something in it for you guys, so there's a good reason. Anyway, that's what's going on with the stream for those who wondered. And also, like, I encourage you, if you really want to understand the motivation and just how dramatically different YouTube is compared to Twitch, go back and watch my video about how much money I make from a few years ago, and it becomes very obvious. Like, Twitch isn't even in the ballpark compared to how I use my time on YouTube. And now that I have a studio and I have to spend a lot of time on studio projects and other various video things, like, there's just no comparison. That Twitch would be 100% a hobby that I don't have time for at this point, as far as being closer to a regular streaming schedule, that kind of thing. So I'll do sponsored streams. I've streamed for Ultimate Guard a few times, and I'll probably continue to do that once a month. I'll do a drip stream for every release going forward. That's the plan. And Wizards has asked me to stream this week, so I will be doing a stream then, but it's definitely not my usual thing anymore. I don't even call myself a streamer. If people ask, I call myself a YouTuber. Anyway, this video, what do I have to say about this deck? I like this deck. I had some low roll RNG, which is always a feels bad, but you know it. You just know it when you have Deep Cavern Bat in your deck, and it's part of the pain, right? You see their hand, you take the card, and then they draw the card anyway. What is that? What is that, Wizards? Why do you hate me? Why does the universe conspire against me? It happens. You just kind of have to live with it. And you know what? We're right where we're meant to be. Camping rank 420, holding it down. I like this deck. Do I like it better than Life Gain? This deck is going to be worse against mono red and other similar aggro decks than Life Gain. Life Gain still has its place in the meta, and it's showing those decks who's boss. However, this deck will be much more consistent and useful against control and other mid-range decks. So pick your poison. Do you want to stick it to mono red? Play the cheaper Life Gain deck. Do you want to stick it to everything else and sometimes beat mono red and have interesting games where decisions matter more? Maybe this is a deck for you. Maybe it's not. Look, I'm not telling you what to play no more, guys. Grow up. Does it look fun? Play it. If it doesn't go well for you, stop crying and play it the next day and see if it goes differently. If it goes bad for you again, I don't know, cry if it helps. I cry sometimes. Nobody needs to know. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you on the Drip Shop live stream. Make sure you click the link in the description. Check out if we're live, because we're giving away a lot of cards and shipping them all over the world. So there's no reason you shouldn't get in there and see if you win some cards from the one in Best of One. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. You're cool.